I voted for Trump and I'm sorry.
I voted for Donald Trump, and I'm so sorry.
I supported him this last year. I apologize for doing so. It was a bad calculation. At the time, it seemed like the right one. But he should be impeached and removed for this one.
I miss who I was before Donald Trump came into power. It's hard enough being a human, an adult, a woman, a mother. But waking up every day with this sense of dread and rage. I miss the person I used to be. I miss the country I thought we were.
You know why we voted for Donald Trump? Because the middle class man finally thought he was going to get ahead in life. You said no taxes on overtime. Big, bold, beautiful letters. We thought, hell yeah, why would we not vote for that? Then you turn around and pass the bill and it's a crock of shit. It's a tax credit for the people that make a certain amount of money. Of course, when you put it in big, bold, beautiful letters, it looks great. We're going to vote for you. And you knew what you were doing. You were baiting people in saying, no taxes on overtime. You didn't give no fucking details. Your details that we read ain't worth a flying fuck. That bill, and I think Donald Trump's going to be great for the economy. It's only been 7 months. Give the man a chance. I get it. But the first fucking bill wasn't worth a shit. A lot of shit went wrong in that bill because we were misled. And you say, well, no, we were misled because a lot of people go off what Donald Trump says. We're not going to go read the shit. We're going to go off what he says. He needs to be more transparent with us whenever he talks about major life-changing topics like no taxes on overtime, no taxes on tips, no taxes on Social Security for the elderly people. Instead, there were stipulations on all of it. The transparency was a fucking zero. The bill is a fucking zero. Still got to hope it's only been 7 months, but fuck.
So these guys actually voted against their own interests and now are on the internet asking for forgiveness after you have taken your time to vote against your own interests, the interests of everyone around you. And now that the whole thing is coming back to you, you're feeling so sad, and the only thing you could do was to ask for forgiveness. A lot of people are really reacting to MAGA now regretting their vote, asking for forgiveness, and needing everyone to come support them after they have stood still to say, we are voting for this one, even when their decision was going to hurt everyone else. Well, guys, you're welcome back again to the channel. I'm going to let some of the clips I've gathered for you guys roll, then I'll come back with the commentary. Do let me know what you all think in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with the commentary. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.
There's a super viral video of a woman apologizing for voting for Donald Trump. She says she didn't use critical thinking skills. She didn't do her own due diligence. She didn't read Project 2025. She just believed everything that Donald Trump said. She also said that accountability is the first step to moving forward, which I agree. And this isn't just directed towards her. This is directed towards all of the people who voted for Trump and are now regretting it and apologizing. Don't just apologize for voting for Trump. I would like apologies for how nasty the Trump supporters have been towards the people who were against voting for Trump. Don't just apologize for your vote. Apologize to the people who were trying to educate you to vote better in your own best interest, because y'all were nasty. And if you want us to accept that apology, you should apologize to us too. Thank you.
I supported him this last year. I apologize for doing so. It was a bad calculation. At the time, it seemed like the right one. But he should be impeached and removed for this one, and not on some not on some ridiculous Nancy Pelosi. Of course, the Congress will never do it because they're all a bunch of corrupt hacks.
This is the one thing they support. This is
Donald Trump should be impeached and removed for this. All of his supporters should turn on him. It's the absolute betrayal of everything that he ran and campaigned on and everything that he stood for. And I will say, despite the fact that, Donald Trump supporters have been labeled like a cult following, and that certainly is true for a percentage of his supporters, he is going to lose his coalition over this. I don't just speak for myself when I say there are a lot of us who simply will not go along with this. So it's just a devastating mistake. By the way, on top of that, he's also going to lose the deportation fight because of this. Because right now he needed all the political capital he could have to turn that, you got a majority support for deportations, but the minority is very mobilized and they're out and they're protesting all around the country. He needed all of his political capital for that move. So here's what we got. The neocons win. More war abroad and, bomb the world and invite the world. No matter who you vote for, you always get John McCain.
Buckle up, because this is about to be a long one. So go ahead, hit the 2X. As a white person, we don't get to do this shit. Anyone that voted for Trump, y'all, are saying sorry while holding the smoking gun that has been aimed towards any community that is not white. We stand on the bodies of Black, Indigenous, people of color, immigrant families, Palestinian men, women, and children, Congo, Sudan, like the list goes on. You don't get to sit here, we don't get to sit here and say, hey, sorry, I fucked up, and expect forgiveness, right? Because later on in the video, she talks about, hey, don't come in here, spouting hate or whatever, because then you're just perpetuating the problem. No, like 3 out of 5 white men, 1 out of 2 white women voted for open, overt, violent white supremacy. Even if that didn't click in here. We've been talking about it for 10 years, telling you what the fuck you're standing for. But even if it doesn't click up here, even if you didn't have enough information, whatever bullshit you want to use to justify that, it doesn't matter. That's what happened. White people cannot, I'm sorry, my way out of this shit. And then demand that you forgive me. Or demand that you don't give me any sort of feedback. When there's concentration camps happening right now, when there's a secret police running around snatching and kidnapping immigrant men, women, and children off the streets and sending them to God knows where. When we have immigrant men, women, and children dying in ICE custody. When they're snatching children with fucking cancer and deporting them. Trump told everyone he was going to do this. Right? So that's where this whole I didn't know it was going to be this bad. No, you didn't think it was going to be this bad until it showed up at your fucking doorstep as a white person. I've been talking about it for a minute. Now that it personally affects you, now it's I'm scared. Now it's oopsie, sorry about that. Meanwhile, again, they got the U.S. military out, the National Guard, the Marines in L.A. taking on the Los Angeles community. Like, we are so far beyond that shit. Yes, as a white man, when people have moments like this, I will sit down and have a conversation, right? If somebody came to me, another white person came to me and they said, I'm sorry, I voted for Trump, I feel like shit, I'm going to process through that with you. Because I can't just throw you to the curb, right? Because as white people, we're in this shit together. But expecting anybody at all, to accept an apology is fucking wild. And I understand that you're scared, right? She's talking about it we are hiding our disagreement with Trump. And then she finally came out and said it. But that means you're scared of other white people. That means you are scared of other white Trump supporters. If you came out and you told the truth. And if you are scared of other white people, imagine, if you will, because we will never be able to feel it or understand it because we're white, but try to imagine what it's like being a non-white person in this country right now, looking at any of us as white people. You can't offer an apology and be defensive at the same time. You talk about taking accountability and then you're saying, don't give me hate. It's not hate. It's accountability that people are going to give to you, saying this is what you did. This is the outcomes. This Klan shit that you supported is taking the lives of people that are not white. And now that big bullshit bill passed, a bunch of fucking white people are going to die from that too. And Trump supporters and white people have to take accountability for that. I can't pull the trigger and say, oops, sorry, I didn't know what I was doing. That's not how this shit works. I cannot participate in something that murders people and say, hey man, sorry about that. Anyways, let's be friends. That shit doesn't make sense. So yes, as a white person, in these moments with these people have, especially as a therapist, and I talk to a whole bunch of people on spectrums, right? I'm processing through it. I'm processing through it with another white person. But you cannot, it doesn't fucking matter which white person it is. There's no apologizing right now because we signed the death warrant of so many other fucking people and our own and people that are also white. And you can't do that and say, hey, don't get mad at me. I said I was sorry. That's not how shit works.
Now, MAGA is asking that people should forgive them after they have voted against their own interests and the interests of other people in their lives. After, doing everything that they did, they were all happy during the election. And when he won, they were super excited, rubbing it on everybody's faces and all that. All of a sudden, MAGA is no longer happy with all their decisions. MAGA needs everybody to, pity for them, have compassion for them and all that. After, voting against their own interests, you actually wanted this. You actually wanted somebody who promised to mass deport people. You didn't care during the deportation. You didn't care when everybody was crying and talking about how their loved ones were being taken away from them, the whole separation of families, loved ones, people being raided in their workplaces. These are people who had done nothing, okay, pay their taxes, people who had been so, law abiding and all that. All of a sudden, they're being picked up and being deported. Some of them kept in ICE custody for a long time. People were just crying on the internet. Instead, some of you will come under the comment to really do your thing. And all of a sudden, the same MAGA is asking for forgiveness from people that they voted against just because the big, beautiful bill, was passed. And you all were there. You guys wanted this. This was exactly what you wanted. Aside the big, beautiful bill, one of the things that is getting MAGA very much upset right now is the fact that he said he's not going to be releasing the Epstein file, and every one of you is now up on the roof, getting so angry and mad that, this was exactly what you all wanted. You guys wanted him to release the list, and now that he has refused to release the list after campaigning, okay, that he was going to do that from day one he ascended into office. And all of a sudden, he's not doing it. MAGA is angry, right? All of a sudden, you all are angry that he refused to do what you guys wanted because he promised you this. Every one of you are getting so much upset on the internet. And just like that, you guys are getting upset. Instead of you to take your time and listen to what other people are saying and how the policies work, the things that was going to happen and the things that were never going to happen, but none of you took your time to really study, patterns. Instead, you decided to vote against your own interests. And now, a lot of people are regretting their votes. A lot of them are on the internet saying they are sorry for voting against their own interest. So many of them. All of a sudden, MAGA is now angry and not happy, and now, sorry. Some of them writing on X saying that, that they actually wish, they listen to liberals and everything. So it is now you feel that it was so good for you to listen to other people's opinion about this whole thing. All of a sudden, you now want reconciliation, togetherness. You want people to come together and speak with you after making most of your, loved ones angry and some of them separated from you. All of a sudden, MAGA now wants unity. The same MAGA that never wanted anything, that never wanted to hear from anybody, right? All of a sudden, this one hit hard because this was exactly what they wanted. Not knowing that it was going to affect them in any way. They felt it was never going to affect them. No, he's going to only deport the bad people. He's going to do this. You guys were just so excited. Every one of you was screaming, oh, American job, American job. All of a sudden, the jobs are there. None of you are picking it up. This was exactly what you wanted. You want cheaper groceries? This is your cheaper groceries, right? That's what everybody's trying to tell you on the internet right now. But it's quite unfortunate that they are coming to say they are sorry. Well, it's up to you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. See you all next time. Bye, guys.